Welcome to another study of the Psalms. I'm Pastor Nathan. Today we're going to be reading Psalm 8. So take a moment, open up Psalm 8, grab your Bible. I'll give you a second. There, you had your second. Remember those nights when you were away from civilization? Maybe you're out on a camping trip or you're out driving late at night and you get to take a look at the night sky that is just filled with stars, and they're bright, they're shimmering. Some years ago, I was on a 2-day journey into a desert. And at the first night, I walked out into the desert from our camp to the place where I couldn't even see my hands in front of me. It was that dark. I looked up and I saw a night sky lit up with stars, a sky that I'd never seen before. It was just simply brilliant. The vastness of the universe left me awestruck and amazed, speechless. I wonder if that was the way the psalmist felt when Psalm 8 begins there in verse 1. O Lord, our sovereign, how majestic is your name in all the earth. Right? I gaze upon this night sky. How majestic is your name in all the earth. But looking at the night sky also left me feeling very, very small. Psalm 8 provides us a different perspective, you see, in how we view ourselves and others. When the psalmist asks, when I look at your heavens, what are human beings that you're mindful of them? See, the psalmist is trying to reconcile this sense that we're valued by God, and yet we feel so insignificant in the vastness of God's creation. Who are we then? Well, the answer is if only we could see ourselves the way God sees us, we would learn something about ourselves and about others. Who are we that the God who created all of this thinks about us? Who are we to God? Well, the answer is something a lot more than we think. See, the more we learn about God, the more we learn about ourselves. The psalmist believes that when we understand who God is, we come to know ourselves better. We learn that God has this high regard for human beings, that God has crowned humans with glory and honor, and yet we often don't see the glory of God upon others or even upon ourselves. So here's a question for your reflection. How might our perceptions of others change if we could see the glory and honor that God has placed on those whom we perceive as different or less than? All right, go. Read Psalm 8 again. And some night when the sky is clear and you're away from all that light pollution, or just go find some pictures from the Hubble telescope. And as you do, recite verse 4 of Psalm 8. What are human beings that you're mindful of them? Mortals that you care for them? Or make the question more personal. What am I that you're mindful of me? Who am I that you think about me? There's much to learn about who we are and our understanding. But that's going to grow. This image that we see of ourselves and of others will continue to take shape as we learn who God is. Thanks for joining me. Until next time.